Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Victory. I'm a homeopathic physician. I've done my MD in homeopathic pediatric. Today I've come up with another topic, that is hairfall and its effective homeopathic medicine. Hairfall is also known as alopecia or baldness. It can occur on the scalp or on anywhere in the body. It can occur from a small area to the entire body. Hairfall typically refers to the loss of the hair from the head. Most of the people suffer from alopecia or hairfall at some point in their life due to various causes. One of the main causes is psychological stress. So it's very important to remove stress in our life by adapting a healthy lifestyle, by including meditation and doing exercises which will help us in relieving our stress. Most of the people with alopecia also suffer from depression, anxiety, social phobia, low self-confidence. It is very normal to have about 50 to 100 hair fall every day, and on days when you wash your hair, 150 to 200 hair fall can happen, especially in those with long and thick hair. Now let's see some of the parts of the hair and its layer. Hair is made up of a tough protein named keratin. It has two main parts. The first is the shaft of the hair. This is the hair shaft. It is a visible part that sticks out of the skin surface. It contains dead cells. It is made of 2 or 3 layers. The first is the outermost layer is the cuticle, middle layer is the cortex, and innermost layer is the medulla. Medulla is found only in large and thick hair. The second part is hair follicle. Hair follicle is a sac-like pit from where the hair grows. At the base of the hair follicles, there are blood vessels. These blood vessels they provide nutrition for the hair growth and also removes the waste material. So the main function of the hair follicle is to make the hair and to grow the hair. If there is any injury or any trauma caused to the hair follicle, the hair growth stops and hair fall occurs. So it is very important to keep the hair follicle healthy. So this was about the parts of the hair. Now let's see some of the types of hair loss that we see. The first is androgenetic hair loss. In the case of androgenetic hair loss, they are of two types. The first one is male pattern hair loss and the second is a female pattern hair loss. In the case of male pattern hair loss, you can see hair loss in the front of the hairline which slowly moves backward, making it look like an M shape. They also have hair loss at the vertex area. In the male, it is usually seen in their 20s, and the main cause is because of dihydrotestosterone hormone. Dihydrotestosterone hormone is an androgen hormone. This particular hormone, they attack the hair follicles, finally leading to hair fall, and the hair growth stops. In the case of female pattern hair loss, it typically presents of diffuse thinning across the scalp. There is thinning of the hair across the scalp. You can see in the picture there is thinning of the hair in the at the top of the head, which widen at the center, leaving the front hairline unaffected. In the female, it is usually seen in their 40s or 50s. And the main cause in the case of female pattern hair loss is not yet known. So, and androgenetic alopecia is more common in male. The next type of hair loss is alopecia areata. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune disease. It is also known as spot baldness. In this, there is hair loss in small spots which later on unite together to form a bigger patch. The patch is can be in the shape of a coin or round or oval. It can be seen, alopecia areata can be seen anywhere in the body, but it is most often seen on the beard and on the scalp. As I said, it is an autoimmune disease. So what happens is your body immune system, that is the T cell lymphocytes, they attack the hair follicles by clustering and surrounding the hair follicles, which suppresses and stops the hair growth. This autoimmune disease can also be triggered by various causes like stress. The other causes I'll be explaining later. The other forms of alopecia areata are alopecia totalis. In alopecia totalis, there is loss of the whole hair from the scalp. The whole hair from the scalp is lost. Next is alopecia universalis. In this, your entire hair from the body is lost, including your genital hair, your eyelashes, your eyebrows, your beard hair. All the hair of the body is lost. And if you lose your hair from the beard area, it is known as alopecia barbae. And when you lose your eyebrows or your eyelashes, it is known as madarosis. It can happen just on one side or on both the sides. So this was about alopecia areata. The onset is usually between 25 and 36 years of age. It is mostly seen before 40 years of age. It is also common in children. The third form of hair loss is Telogen effluvium. It is a scalp disorder characterized by thinning or shedding of the hair because of early entry of the hair in the telogen phase. Telogen phase is a resting phase of the hair. In this, there is increased rate of shedding of the hair occurs. Every hair has a particular time to shed, but here, because of certain causes, there is early entry of the hair in the telogen phase before the time, so they start shedding. About 125 hair fall can occur in a day in the case of telogen effluvium. So this was about the types of the hair. Now let's see the triggering causes, contributing causes, common general causes of hair fall. The first one is psychological stress, as I have said earlier. The second one is because of certain drugs for cancer, treatment for epilepsy, etc. The third is trauma to the hair follicle. What can cause trauma to the hair follicle? Like trichotillomania. Trichotillomania is the compulsive pulling out of the hair, which can affect the hair follicle. The second is because of using chemicals and bleaches for your hair, using all those high heat hair styling tools for your hair. Next is because of ponytail. When you tie a ponytail, there is stretching of the hair that happens, causing affection to the hair follicles again. Then because of radiation for treatment of certain cancer in the head, certain tumors, which again can cause affection to the hair follicles because of the radiation. The next cause is because of infections. Infections can be on the scalp or anywhere in the body. Infections like folliculitis, psoriasis, lichen planus, eczema, etc. Next is because of acute or chronic illness, person can have alopecia. Then because of autoimmune diseases, some people who suffer from autoimmune disease like rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes mellitus type 1, celiac disease, they are prone to have alopecia. Next is because of endocrine or hormonal disorder, thyroid disorder. Vitamin and nutritional deficiencies, having imbalanced diet, can again have alopecia. After the birth of the baby, that means postpartum delivery, most of the female complains of hair fall after the birth of the baby. Because of air and water pollution, again can lead to alopecia. Because of excessive exposure to heat or cold, iron deficiency anemia, low protein diet, these all are the common general triggering contributing causes of alopecia. Now, what can you do for yourself? Avoid stress by including meditation and exercises which reduce your stress. Have a balanced nutritional diet. Include vitamin C, D, E, biotin 7, iron, zinc, proteins in your diet. Have vegetables like carrot, green leafy vegetables, fruits like strawberries, gooseberries, kiwi juice, oranges, banana, papaya, then flaxseed, pumpkin seed, cashew, almond. They are very good for your hair. They stimulate the hair growth. Also have egg, omega-3, fish, lentils, pulses, beans, mung beans, tofu. These are all very good for your hair growth. And you can obviously use some cap or some covering for your hair if you have hair fall to avoid excessive hot or excessive cold. You can also use a sunglass if you have eyelashes falling off. Use mild shampoos, use soft hairbrush, avoid chemical treatment, bleaches for your hair, avoid all those high heat hair styling tools like all those hair straighteners which may affect the hair follicles, causing hair fall. So coming to homeopathy, in homeopathy we just don't treat the cause, we treat the person as a whole, because if the person is unhealthy, in that case there is delay or no healing of the hair follicles occur, leading to no or slow growth of the hair. So after the full case taking, we come up with a constitutional medicine which suits the patient best, which ultimately helps in the speedy growth of the hair. So let's see some of the effective homeopathic medicine for hair fall. The first one is Natrum in 200 potency. Indications for these medicines are hair fall in the frontal part of your hair fall from anger, from fright, from mental exertion, from grief, hair fall after birth of the child, hair fall from iron deficiency anemia. Also, when you see greasy, oily skin, dry, crusty eruptions at the margin of your hair, when you have thinning of the hair, these are some of the indications for Natrum. Method of giving the medicine is put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. This medicine should not be repeated frequently. It can only be repeated after 1 month in the same way, early morning, empty stomach. That's all. The next useful medicine is Lycopodium in 200 potency. Indications are for premature graying and premature falling of the hair, when the hair growth stops, hair fall after the birth of the baby, when there is hair fall on the vertex and also on the temple area. Method of giving the medicine is put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. This also cannot be repeated frequently. It can only be repeated after 1 month. In the same way, early morning, empty stomach, without water. The third useful medicine is Phosphorus in 200 potency. Indications for these medicines are very good for Alopecia Areata, for patchy hair fall. When you touch your hair or when you comb your hair, bunches of hair comes out in your hand. For itching of the scalp, for dandruff, for hair fall in young people. When you have hair fall from change of the weather, change of the climate, change of the place, and there is hair loss from the vertex, from the crown, and also from the frontal area of the head. So these are some of the indications for Phosphorus. Method of giving the medicine is put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. Again the same thing. This cannot be repeated frequently. It can only be repeated after 1 month in the same way. The fourth medicine is Thuja occidentalis in 200 potency. Indications are for white scaly dandruff, alopecia after vaccination. If you remember, in my previous video I have spoken about Thuja as a very good medicine for the ill effects of vaccination. So again, alopecia after vaccination, when you have greasy, oily skin on your face, for dryness and thinning of the skin, Thuja is very good. So these are the indications for Thuja. Method of giving the medicine is again put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. This also should be repeated only after 1 month in the same way. The next is Sepia in 200 potency. Indications are sensitive root of the hair, very painful to touch, alopecia after depression. Method of giving the medicine is put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. This also should be repeated only after 1 month in the same way. Natrum, Lycopodium, Phosphorus, Thuja, Sepia, these 5 medicines, as that I've said, they are polycrest medicine. That means they have action in various organs, and also they are deep acting. That's why they are not repeated frequently. They can be only repeated after 1 month. Other useful medicines for hair fall are Phosphoric Acid in 30 potency. Indications: hair loss in the vertex area, hair loss from weakness, hair loss after suffering from fever like typhoid fever, dryness of the hair, sticky hair, tangles easily, brittle hair, hair breaks easily, when the hair growth stops, alopecia develops in families. These are the indications for Phosphoric Acid. It is one of the best medicine for hair fall, recommended by many physicians. The method of giving the medicine is put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. This should be repeated in the same way every morning for 10 days. The second medicine is Phosphoric Acid in 30 potency. Indications for these medicines are when you have hair fall from the head, from the eyebrow, from the genitals, hair fall from any sort of grief, mental shock, mental stress, when there is thinning of the hair, when there is early graying of the hair, hair fall in young people. So these are some of the indications for Phosphoric Acid. Method of giving the medicine is put 1 drop of the medicine on tongue early morning, empty stomach, without water. This also should be repeated every morning in the same way for 10 days. So the last medicine is Jaborandi mother tincture. It nourishes the scalp at the root of the hair. It repairs and restores the damaged hair. Preparation for this medicine is take 15 ml of water in a bottle, put 30 drops of Jaborandi mother tincture, mix well and apply on the area where there is hair loss. So these are all the medicines, all useful medicines for hair fall. You cannot take all the medicine all together. You can only take one medicine at a time according to the symptom presentation. Also, for applying the Jaborandi mother tincture, you can apply this medicine morning and evening daily along with any of the internal medicine that you take. So do not self-prescribe any of the medicine. Do consult a homeopathic physician nearby. And you must remember that if the condition is acute, if it is mild or moderate, if the person is less than 30 years of age, you will see the hair growth in less than a month or in a month time. If in case the condition is chronic or severe and the person is above 40 years of age, you can see the result in 2 to 3 months time. So that was about hair fall and its effective homeopathic medicine. If you have any queries, do let me know. If you want me to discuss on any other topic, do let me know. My next video will be a case presentation on Alopecia Areata with successful result. Be with me. Take care. Stay safe, stay at home, stay healthy. Bye.